Taking a look at the American League shortstops that are making a push to be in Seattle on July 11th. How about this? Bo Bichette, Wander Franco, and Corey Seager. I don't know. These are some pretty interesting splits here, Carlos.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun debate. You know, we love having them over here, but I would like a lot of fun to watch all these three players. Bo Bichette for me is the one who would start the game just simply because of how he has posted it, day in and day out. Also the power is there. He's just been electric. And Ariel, you were just hinting to the fact, and the popularity at the end of the day also matters. But he deserves it. He's earned it. You look at those numbers across the board, he's leading in most categories, and he's been playing every day. He's my guy. Well,
we'll boil down to a fan vote. So June 22nd, we will be on the MLB Tonight All-Star Ballot Reveal Show. So then you will see who's actually on the ballot. This is all going to be voted on by fans. They're going to narrow it down by 2. Then there'll be another vote to reveal the actual starting shortstop. Who do you think should start in that position for the American League as of today, which is only June 7th? So a lot of time between then and now.
Bo Bichette should start. He is leading the shortstops in batting average, in hits. He's leading Major League Baseball, Bichette, in hits.
Yes.
Then you look to the home runs. This is what shocked me. I knew he was up there in hits. I knew he was up there in batting average. Home runs, 13. Wander Franco has, I want to make sure I'm right, 7. And that's your next best for the position for the players that we just listed. It's Bo Bichette. He has been so consistent, and I'm mad that I was a year behind because last year I said he'd be the hits leader. And he didn't have a great year last year. I love that he has improved and gotten back to form. And we talk about popularity. He's got the family blood.
He does have the family blood. Like we were kind of talking about it during the commercial break, X. It's like, okay, on one side you can see him getting a ton of votes because he has all of Canada behind him. But then on the other side of the coin, you can see maybe he doesn't get as many because, well, it's Canada.
No.
Yeah, because it's Canada, he's gonna get the votes. He probably will end up starting. I ultimately think Wander Franco deserves a start, and the reason being, one of the numbers that we left out on that board was stolen bases. Wander Franco's got 21 stolen bases compared to Bo Bichette's 3 and Seager's 1 maybe or 0. But the one thing I like is, when you look at an all-star, you think exciting player. And to me, Wander Franco is one of the most exciting players in the game. We got to go back to that viral moment, him tossing the ball to himself while he's playing defense, throwing it over to first base. Like, that's the type of stuff that I want to see in the all-star game. I don't know about you guys. And I like seeing the other tools, too. I love the fact that the speed has come into play, and there's almost no question about whether or not this guy can go 110%, right? I think that was one of the questions last year because of the injury issues. Now he's been completely healthy. I love seeing Wander Franco do his thing. I ultimately would want Wander to start.
Well, listen, I love that we're covering all the bases here on Off Base. I'm going with Corey Seager, and here's why. Because he is the most productive hitter on the most productive offense in all of baseball. We all know what he's hitting, and with 336 average, and just what he's doing for those Rangers, kind of like upsetting the apple cart, right? Like, the Astros are still on their heels, and I think to me that they've scored the most runs per game in the majors says something about Seager's production. Obviously, he's great at shortstop. And, I guess we'll have to see. He's in
Texas.
He is in Texas.
It's a big state. A lot of voters there.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
All right, you're talking about Canada. I know it's a whole entire country, but Texas is like a country.
Basically. I wonder how the population compares, because doesn't California, the entire state of California, have a bigger population?
Now you're asking me to do geography.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? Mark Sales, our amazing esteemed researcher here on this show. You can look up population comparisons.
Can I say my gripe about Corey Seager? Like, I love him as a player.
Gripe away.
The only issue, I mean, I feel bad if he were to get the spot and he's only played 29 games compared to someone like Bo Bichette and Wander Franco and maybe somebody else. So that's the only issue I have with Corey Seager. Those other guys have been out there. You talk about posting. Those guys have posted a little bit more.
Well, I'm going to give him something on Wander Franco. He says he likes the flashy and the cool plays in the field. You got to put Wander Franco in then towards the back half of the game, because if he does a flashy play at the All-Star game that X is all about and he happens to drop the ball, when he's doing his little flip on the last play of the game. I would rather that game be over as opposed to it being in the 4th inning tied at 3.
X, why is she going after you like this?
I don't know. We at All-Star
What'd you do to
game,
her?
we want to see that stuff. That's the stuff we want to see. I'd rather see it more than just somebody making a standard play. If we're gonna do it in the All-Star
Let's
game.
put X in the celebrity game and
I
have
would
him
love
do
to
it.
see him on the celebrity
Bichette
game.
is very flashy.
Let's
as well.
do
He's
it.
got
Make
some-
Bichette is
let's make
flashy.
it
You're
happen.
right.
Swag.
Hey, listen, my favorite part of last year's All-Star game was Alek Manoah mic'd up and just walking
So
us through
good.
his outing. That was so entertaining. So, yeah, give us all the entertainment. Give us all the flash. I could counter in saying the small sample size of Corey Seager doing so well says that he could be even better than the other two, X. That's all I got.